Hello champions and future champions, hello Chessmood family. GM Gabuzyan is here with you and let's begin our daily lesson. In this video we are gonna see the importance of the open lines for our heavy pieces, and as well the topic will be crushing through the 7th rank. So whenever we are having open line under our control, this is giving us some extra benefits. In the position that you can see, pawn material is equal, but white heavy pieces are much active than the black ones. And as well, this allows us to occupy the 7th rank and make a huge pressure on our opponent's position. So here, white is playing rook e7, a5, rook dd7. Now 7th rank is fully occupied. Just pay attention to the white rooks, how strong they are and how much pressure they are putting, and the black ones, which are really very passive and are not doing much. So now black is playing b5, and the thing is, all of these rooks cannot be moving. Now pawn on f7 is hanging, but rook takes f7 will be a very big mistake, guys. Since black now, instead of taking on f7 and getting checkmated, can play queen d7. Now if we take rook f8, we'll lose our rook, so only move for white is rook takes d7. But after rook takes f3, g takes f3 and the rook e8, black is suddenly gonna get activated. White's extra pawn is not so sensible because it's doubled, and black will gain huge chances to make a draw. Even though white will be slightly better, it's gonna be a very unclear position. For this reason, after b5, we are using the fact black heavy pieces are not having any moves, and we are just pushing, playing h4, a4 and just g4. We need to break this cover on f7 spot, playing g5, h5 and g6, and then we will be checkmating black king. Rook b8, we are going g5. Black just has nothing to do and trying to wait, rook e8, and after h5, king h8 and h6, black is just giving up. h6 and g6 was possible, now we are playing h6 since king is on h8 square. So after takes we will have a check and taking on h6. So gonna be easily winning. A clear illustration how active rooks on the 7th rank are much stronger than the passive ones. Let's go ahead and see our next position, guys. Another situation, it's white to move, and before going to the moves, I will ask you to think what would you play. The one, maybe a few more moves for white in this position. Come and pause the video, guys, and think about it. So we're playing, obviously, rook b7 check. First heavy piece is already on the 7th rank. Bishop d7. Now we need to include our other pieces. White is beginning with rook a2, firstly bringing rook to the required square. King g8, rook a7, rook d8. Now we need to activate our queen. One more time, guys, I will ask you to pause the video and think how can you do this. Now white is playing e4. Since we are attacking rook on h6, it can be considered as a tempo, but the main idea is that after rook h5, we take on d5, and after it takes, we can play queen to c7. Now, 3 of our heavy pieces are on the 7th rank. Once this bishop is removed, it's gonna be a checkmate in different ways. So black plays rook h6, and very strong e6 move. The thing is now, black cannot be taking with a bishop, because there is a checkmate on g7. As well, black cannot be taking with the queen, because rook on d8 will be hanging, so it's not possible. And here after g5, white can be taking on d7 and just making a draw, since after e takes d7 there is queen e3 check, king h1 and queen e4 check, and it's gonna be a perpetual check. So white should be really careful about this. And for this reason, after g5, we are playing rook to b6, just protecting this spot, and one more time black can't be taking since there is a checkmate or the rook is gonna be hanging at the end. Rook g6 now. And it seems like black is also trying to keep everything safe and solid. I will ask you one more time, guys, to pause the video and think what can you do here for white. Bishop b5 is coming. Since after takes, Queen h7 check, king f8 and rook f7 is leading to a checkmate, black can't be taking. So bishop b5 is another extra pressure on this bishop on d7. Here it's happening rook g7. White can be winning material and later on win the game with bishop takes d7, rook takes d7, obviously queen takes d7, since if we suddenly play d7 it's gonna be again a perpetual check with queen e1. So after rook takes d7 and queen takes d7, rook takes and rook takes, white will be winning this. Slowly will be pushing this pawn to a queen, but it's gonna be dangerous since black may try to give some more checks, playing some queen c8, bringing queen closer to the king, would be dangerous. For this reason, after rook g7 move in this position, white is having another very strong move, just playing queen to e5. This bishop is very badly pinned, and now queen g7 checkmate will be played. Another thing is that now this queen is covering the e-file and we're just threatening to take. So after rook e7, we can already take bishop d7. The thing is that after rook takes d7, we can take with a pawn, and this queen is as well hanging with a tempo. So after rook e5, we just take on e8, and we're clearly having an extra rook. So absolutely winning position. Another nice example how white is using the open lines and bringing the heavy pieces to the 7th rank, making enormous pressure on opponent's position, guys. Let's now go ahead and see your test position for this topic. As I just mentioned, this will be your homework for the crushing to the 7th rank topic, guys. You can share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section below. GM Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.